What's going on YouTube? This is Tyler back again with a long belated mail day. We are going to be going through a mail day, and all these guys are already prepped to be sent off to PSA. We're not doing SGC or Beckett. We are going to be sticking with PSA, and this is going to be more than likely an economy order. So I'm going to be spending about $20 a card sending every single one of these in. So take that in. Every single one of these cards is going to be sent off, $20 a pop. Try to be a little pickier this time than normal, but we're going to jump right into it. So first up, we have, and I've waited on this card, 2 copies of this card for over 4 months, well, 3 months. So I bought these in March from Australia, and as soon as the pandemic hit, the mail just shut down. So I've been waiting patiently. Actually, one of these, the tracking didn't even update, so I wasn't even sure if I got it. So again, flew home to pick up my mail, and here we go. Got 2 of these bad boys. These are the Australian neon green exclusives. So you can only get these, I believe, in Australia. They may have had these in a different country. But this to me is like the equivalent of a Topps Update Target Trout. If there is anything that's equivalent to it, I literally think this is it. These cards are pretty rare, and because of the green borders and the stock, very hard to find with good corners. So I'm hoping that both of these gem, and that would be dope. Also have a winter parallel. This one does have a ding corner, and I know it's probably going to get 9. So it is what it is. Next up, also have a Zion Williamson Select Courtside Silver Prism. This one's probably going to get 9 because it's off-center, up and down. But again, I'm okay with that. Again, it's $20 a card to send these guys in. I'm okay taking the hit on a couple 9s. I don't want every card to be a 9, but because I believe that ones like this Courtside base, these over the past couple weeks, I'm going to have this in my hot list. These have jumped up a lot in PSA 10 form and also base form, and even these premieres. These were selling in the $80 range recently. There's a lot of people now who are starting to buy these. Like yesterday, I got outbid on one, I think up to like 140. So me and the highest bidder are outbidding each other compared to what everybody else is doing. So there's a couple people going after these. I think they probably have the same idea as I do. If you look at Luca select cards, they're blowing up. I mean, Mahomes is blowing up in football. So even this Courtside, I mean, I think these Courtsides are probably a steal if you can even find them right now. This one took a while to come in. So this should have been in my last mail day and also my last PSA order, but it took a while for this to come in. So it finally came in. I've actually bought this for 3 months ago. Paid around $330 for it. But again, if you look at these Courtsides from some of these other players, I mean, Luca 10s are now in the 3,000 range. Jason Tatum's like 1,400. Patrick Mahomes, which theirs are more rare, one sold for $6,100. $6,100. So again, this is a pretty dope card. Has a lot of potential. Optic My House Silver Hollow. Have 2 of these guys. I think this is a really cool insert. Love the design. I've sent off a couple of these also already. I said I'm not going to buy any more Mosaic, and I was accurate. I just, these are cards that I bought from the last time that didn't come in. I'm not a Mosaic fan anymore after the condition. Now, these are very well conditioned. I'm hoping that I get a 10 on this because 10s for these red Mosaics are now selling. Let's see if we can get in the light here. 10s for this are now selling for almost $900. I don't know that I haven't looked at the 10 Mosaics in a while because honestly, as soon as I saw the ones that I had that were dinged, I was like, I'm done. I'm finished. I'm not even looking at these anymore. As soon as I get the ones I get, I'm selling them. Don't want anything to do with them. Now this right here, Mahomes. I'm so glad that I jumped on the 2018 and 2019 bandwagon, and also the first off the line purple Pulsar from Contenders Optic. This card is a beauty, a absolute beauty, and it will grade well. I have no doubts. Contenders, this is 2018 Contenders Blue. It's so funny. I bought some of these back in the day for like $10. Now, good luck. You're not finding those anymore. PSA 10s for this, maybe 600 a piece if they hit 10s. Pretty crazy. It's to the point now where I'm willing to pay $20 to have PSA grade a 2018 select base card for Patrick Mahomes. That's just how crazy this market is right now. And I hope that it stays. I really, really hope that it stays, because that is great news for anybody who has at least followed the model that I'm doing and is also replicating it to some extent. If these prices hold, that's great news. The only potential bad news is these lines at PSA that we're seeing right now, which are extremely long, they're going to get a lot longer. So that everyone is going to have to adjust in this new market in terms of what they send in, how quickly they expect to get it back, and whether or not some people even want to send stuff in. There's a lot of feedback on people saying they don't want to send anything in. I think this is one of Mahomes' best inserts. This is the coolest card. Has that galactic pattern in the back, but it is going to come back probably an 8. One of its little tentacles here is damaged, so probably not going to do too hot from grading, but I think it's a cool card. This is a cool card, and this is actually really, really cool. So I bought this on eBay, and it's really, really funny. I got a note from Disco187. So really, really cool. He's like, love the YouTube content from Tim. So it's really, really cool that a lot of people are out there and actually seeing the YouTube videos. So Tim, appreciate the card. I'm sending this off. I do expect this to probably get a 9, but you know, at this point, 9s for Patty are good. Even if you look at the Prism prices, I think a Prism 9 just recently sold for $2,000. A Prism 9 just sold for $2,000. Now this is a card that I was really excited to get because there's 2 patterns for this, and I made a post on Blowout about this card, or at least alluding to me potentially buying this card, because I really haven't seen many of these. I think the population report shows less than 20, so the card that you'll typically see is the retail version that doesn't have the swirly pattern. But the swirly pattern is from the actual Absolute Hobby product, and this card is absolutely perfect with the exception of one little pin dot right here in the back. So unfortunately, it's probably not going to be gem mint, but you know, I paid $300 for this card because it's rare, and honestly, it looks really, really cool. I actually use my eBay bucks for it, so that's part of one of the purchases I use for my eBay bucks. So thought it'd be kind of cool to have that. For my optics, man, this is my cash cow for the past 2 years, and they are getting to be almost out of my price range. I'm gonna have to start selling some optics to buy more optics, but to be honest, a lot of the optics that you're seeing now are dirty. They're really, really dirty, and they're not clean. I will be surprised if I get gem mints on any of these, mainly because PSA is tightening their standards. If you haven't seen that, if you haven't seen other YouTubers across YouTube or on any of the message boards, PSA has tightened up the standards, and it almost started with the serial numbers beginning with 4.5, either 4.4 or 4.5. There was a noticeable change in standards. You can definitely see that in my last order. I got 19 out of 30, and I was very picky with those. This one, I'm honestly expecting to get slaughtered with this. I'm expecting to get killed, but the prices have gone up so much, I can take the reduced gem rate and still be okay. So next up, LeBron. This is one of his more relatively cheap rookies, surprisingly. The special redemption rookie. This is one that was sent out to, I believe, Upper Deck accounts back in the day. So these are still relatively cheap, and honestly, this is the first time I've ever had these because this is like the only LeBron rookies I can afford now. But these look really cool in hand. That 3D effect is really cool. Never saw that in scans. Also have another Bazooka comic. Again, cheap LeBrons that hopefully grade well. Got several of these Revolutions. I think these Revolutions are some of the coolest looking LeBron base cards that there are out there. Really, really neat. But I didn't just stick to base cards. I also got a Cubic. So Revolution Cubic numbered 250. This is a really, really sharp card. I'm hoping that this comes back at 10. You know, paid a hefty penny for it because I get all LeBron stuff right now. Everything LeBron is just scorching hot. A lot of it has to do with that $1.8 million exquisite RPA number 23 sale. I think that was the level 2 exquisite rookie. that is just bringing so much attention to the hobby. I have to do a video over this, just about what is happening in the hobby outside of the hot list, outside of my mail days. I have to do another hobby status update just to capture my thoughts on what's happening right now, because I mean, I haven't really posted a video in a month outside of my last PSA mail day this past Friday. Again, I've been super busy, but that doesn't mean that I have not been engaged in what's going on in the market. I've been fully engaged in buying. Just haven't had the ability to post anything. But as I'm sitting back watching what's happening to this market, it's just mind-blowing. It is unbelievably mind-blowing. And the amount of paper equity that people are getting if they have large amounts of inventory, or if they have large amounts of inventory that's just sitting at PSA. I mean, with each passing month, prices are doubling each passing month, prices are just doubling. So this is the base contenders, just in case you all think that and this is the red. So I have 1 red, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then a green. So I'm not just buying a bunch of LeBron bases. I had 1 base that was a freebie, but the rest were in there. So the hobby is going crazy right now, man. Absolutely going nuts. Crazy. LeBron red, similar to my Zion that I had earlier. And this is really cool. Let me see if I have this here. So this is a card that I've been going after. So both of these are really sharp. So this is LeBron's 2nd year Topps Pristine. Why am I buying this, and why am I paying so much? I paid around 120 to 150 for each one of these. The population report on these cards is extremely low. And I don't know if they just didn't make a lot of Topps Pristine this year. I honestly can't remember. It's funny, one of the guys who sold me this, he actually sent me the pack, which I assume is the one that he used to pull it out of. So that's kind of cool. I guess it shows that one of these cards, I'm now the 2nd owner of the card, out of all these years, which honestly is kind of cool. Also got the Kobe. I think that I've sent off one of these Kobes. I may have actually sent off one of these LeBrons too as well. I think these are extremely underrated. If you see all the shiny stuff going up for Prism, all of the top stuff is staying the same. I mean, it's nudging, and I think it's nudging because people have the same idea I have, where there's a couple people who are trying to buy it up. But honestly, I mean, look, the 2nd year Kobe rookie or Kobe finest cards. I mean, these are the base cards. If you look at the pop report, there's less than 200 of these graded. Less than 200. I mean, right now they're $75 gem mint, but you can buy them for less than $5. I think they're creeping up to 10 now because people are seeing that. But then you go to the 3rd year, and I still have a couple of these that I'm working on, and I'll show you guys. But I mean, I bought 10 of these for about 4 of these for $10. Then you go on to 2002, 2003. These are easy grades, much easier than the previous years that I showed you. So long as the corners are sharp, easy grades. And even the inserts. So 2nd year Kobe insert. You look at the EX2000 set. Super popular. The star date rookie that he has is super popular. What about the 2nd year one? So 2nd year, in my opinion, this looks like a really cool insert. And it's a 2nd year Kobe. Like, how these things haven't taken off yet, I'm not sure. Fortunately, I was right with Kobe in terms of Bowman's best. Bowman's best has gone to the moon. PSA 10s, I think whenever I started buying in, were around 300. Now they're 1,000. PSA 10s of this card are $1,000. PSA 9s are now 175, 200. I mean, it's just crazy. Mookie Betts. So I bought this Mookie Betts mainly because you rarely ever find one that's in gradable condition. And if I do find one that is borderline, I will buy it. This one has a little bit of white on the edges of on the back. I've only graded one of these, and I graded it through Beckett, and it came back in 9.5. But the population report and the print run on this is super small. So another thing I did, knowing that Trout Prism was taken off, everything basketball Prism was taken off, I said, you know what? Why am I not buying these Mookies? Because I can buy these Mookies for basically $2 a piece, and these are his pre-chromes. Like, this is 2013. This is not 2014. So fortunately, I got in early because now these are starting to take off, a little bit as his updates go up. As you know, Mookie Betts updates are going nuts right now. These right now are $100 in PSA 10s, and they're relatively easy grade. So I might have a couple 9s in there, but overall, super easy to do. Also got, this is my Tatum pile now, so Ascension New Frontiers. I love this insert. Looks really cool. I think they're really clean. Those should grade well. At least I'm hoping they grade well. Who knows with the new standards. Also have a ton of Optic Jason Tatum's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have a ton of these at PSA, a ton of them at Beckett. I'm going to keep buying them. Right now, these are $300 to $350 as PSA 10s. And then also the red yellows. So these are a little bit more numerous than the football counterpart, because I think you got these came in some type of retail box where you basically got a pack, or you got maybe a full box of them, or a full set or something. I can't remember, but they are more plentiful than the football ones, if I recall. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So this is why you might see this card outselling this card, because I think that the rarity differences isn't as big as football, and honestly, these are tougher grades than these, in my opinion, because a couple of these actually have some scratches on them. So, another card that is blown up. This card is $600 as a PSA 10, and this one is spotless. It is spotless. I mean, this is a card that, a couple months ago you could have bought $30, $40, maybe $50, but I mean, the amount of money coming into the hobby right now, it is insane. So something that has not taken off yet, which I fully expect to take off due to rarity, is Spectra Rookies, specifically Spectra Silver Rookies. So this is a Jason Tatum that I saw popped up. These are very rare. These are the rarest silver rookies that are out there, outside of maybe the Courtside silver. So that's why I bought it. I'm probably going to figure out how many there are first, unlike I did, because I had the Luca Silver Courtside Rookie PSA 10 that I've shown on this channel. Bought it raw, graded PSA 10. I think I sold it for either $600, $700, or $800. That card is now $18,000. I literally sold it in November or December of this past year. That card has gone from $600 or $700 to $18,000. So I'm going to do a little bit of research on some of these rare cards that I have. That way I don't give them away. I mean, I made a lot of money on Luca. Let's not get crazy here. All right, so keeping on with the Tatums. Actually, I'm going to put these down, and then we'll just keep doing what I'm doing. All right. Cracked Ice, or this is the, which one is this? This is Chinese New Year. Chinese New Year. This is the Groove. The Groove is not going to do well. It has 2 indentions right here in the back, so I actually expect that one to come back in 8. Kind of crazy of me sending it off, but I just want to send it off so I don't get a stupid return. Showstoppers Cubic. I was really hoping that this one was going to come back in better condition than it is, but it does have some corner wear on the top, so probably not going to do good on that. And also these selects. So I got all these selects from a seller in China, and usually I get a lot of clean cards, but I think all of these are going to come back 9s. Surface scratches on every single one of these Tatums, and I actually pulled some out. They were so bad. Just really bad scratches. So I'm expecting to get 9s on those. Phenom's Rookie is the only one that I think might get a 10. Then I also got the Hoops Blue parallel, which if you look at some of the parallels, again, I'm chasing after the next Trout parallel set, and I honestly think Hoops parallels are that. Whether it be Luca, whether it be Zion, Tatum, I really do think that those have some opportunity to go up. Speaking of a monster, look at this card. Prestige autograph bonus shots numbered to 10. 7 of 10. Unbelievable. Beautiful. I'm so glad I pulled the trigger on this. I had this on my watch list for a while, and finally I just decided to buy it. And I'm glad I did, because Tatum stuff shot up afterwards. There's a couple of Tatum autographs I did not pull the trigger on, but a couple of them that I did. That was one of them. Super sharp. There's another autograph that's coming up next from Tatum. I also pulled the trigger on. I think it's going to do well. This is the Ascension number 75 red. I think those are pretty sharp. Here we go. Revolution. Auto on card. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful set. And I think this one's really sharp. It has a very slight wear here. I mean, if I do not get this card, if it's not Gem Mint, then dude, PSA has definitely gotten tight. This card is 9.9999999. It would be a 10-10, 9.5, 9.5 at Beckett. Essentials, these essentials are growing on me. So this was a freebie. I actually got this as a freebie for buying, gosh, one of my other Jason Tatums. So this is included in the lot. I honestly think that these are gorgeous. I'm gonna start buying these now that I have this in person. I don't know how in the world I missed this set, but that one's sharp. This was also a freebie. So again, this PSA 10 is $150 now. It's this card was like $2 like 2 months ago. And this one you probably couldn't even give away. So I'm sending it. Gonna get it graded. Because Shiny is going up, why not send in Acuna's Select Rookie through Chronicles? Why not? See what happens. May go up tenfold by the time I get it back. Dwayne Wade, again, man, Dwayne Wade stuff. You all saw some of the stuff I sent off last time. It didn't seem like it was gradable though, unfortunately, but this one does seem gradable. I actually think I'm gonna get a 10 on this. Very, very sharp. Luca's. Luca stuff is on fire right now. So thank you, PSA, for being late on my Luca orders, because Luca has just gone up in value so much. It's been great. These are now pushing $700 as PSA 10s, and I'm being super selective in which ones I buy online. One of these has the slightest of issues with the surface. All of them look very, very well centered, so I think I have 3 of them in here. Again, wow, unbelievable, beautiful, beautiful cards. Also have a Luca second year holo. Again, if you look at some of the second year like Topps Chromes of LeBron, of Kevin Durant, even Kobe. I mean, I know the print runs here are fatter than what they used to be, but I mean, I don't see how you can go wrong if these come back 10s. And the seller was even fortunate enough to throw in a free Luca, which actually looks pretty gradable in my opinion. Left to right, maybe it's going to be a challenge. Top and bottom, maybe, but even if this comes back a 9, I think 9s now are still like $40. Paid $20 to get it graded. I didn't pay anything for it. I'm still coming out ahead, so it's worth the risk to me. Also have, these guys have taken off a lot, and I've been buying these like crazy, really over the past 2 years. Every month I almost feel like I have at least one of these that I'm sending off to get graded. Now they have shot up a lot. PSA 10s, gosh, I can't remember if it was 300 or if it's all the way up to like 400 or 500 now. Unbelievable how much those prices have shot up. And again, because Trout stuff is going up, why not go after second year Trout stuff? So 2013. So I got a blue parallel. This one looks very clean. There is a couple surface issues with this one, so it's borderline 9-10, but holding out or at least holding out hope that I get a 10. Bazooka from this year's Heritage. Pretty nice, or 2020 Heritage. Man, my fingernails. I don't know, every single time I do a video, I got nasty looking fingernails, so you all don't judge me. Do not judge my freaking fingernails. I don't know why they're so gross right now. All right, so this is the 2013 mini, pretty sharp. 2012 Gypsy Queen. Only issue with this card, has a little bit of white on one of these corners. I think it's that corner. Otherwise, it would be pretty sharp. 9s are about $30. 10s are much higher, so hoping for a 10. This is a really cool card. I don't like Prism unlicensed stuff, but I mean, the way we're seeing stuff taken off right now, you know, why not go after some Trout parallels? So this is a first off the line shimmer parallel. It looks like it's a purple shimmer, some type of shimmer. Instant impact insert, purple shimmer, number to 7. I don't know if it's purple. I don't really know. This card looks basic other than the serial number here on the bottom. So this is a Sports Royalty parallel number to 88. I forget exactly what. I think it has to do with the back. Paid a lot for this because PSA 10s sell very well from this set that are serial numbered, and this one's numbered to 88. So love me some MJ. I'm going to always keep buying me MJs now. I'll always have MJ on the mind after The Last Dance. This card is super, super underrated. And the reason why it's so underrated is because of the population report. These cards are notoriously off-center, top to bottom, left to right. And this is one of the few copies that I've found online that was actually centered. Unbelievable potential with this card if it comes back a PSA 10. I mean, people have collected this set for the autographs, the base cards not so much, but I truly do see people with the artistic, pairings of people who are interested in cards for art can totally see that being a thing. Now look at how cool this card is. So I don't know if y'all can see that, but MJ, yeah, he's shooting, and then there's him in the back. Really cool 3D card. Love this card. So I paid like $60 for that. Looks really clean. Alec Baum, Bowman Chrome, 98. This is the throwback Alec Baum card. So this is 2018. Actually, I think that's his rookie. I can't remember if it was 2018 or 2017. I'm getting my prospects mixed up because honestly, I don't follow them that much anymore. They're too risky. Louis Robert, his stuff's hot. Crazy, crazy hot. Look at this tray. Trae Young Crusades Red, number to 149. Sick. Real sick. 8 of 149. Sharp card. Clean surface. I have 3 of these selects. Honestly, they're all really dirty. I have a couple more that I'm working on. But also I have a scope. Scope parallel. So that one, to me, looks a little cleaner than the base. Now we go into my Jaws. So Jaw Infinite. I've graded a couple of these previously. We're still at PSA. Then I also got a My House. This is a parallel. So this is the lime green parallel, number to 149. Very, very sharp. I love this insert. This is one of the best inserts Panini has ever made. Ever. Such a cool card. Also went really heavy on some of the parallel, or some of the select concourse. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have 7 of those. Then, of course, I'm also going to get a Courtside jaw, knowing how hot those are. I think the Zion one looks a little bit better than the jaw, but I'm hoping for 10s on both. That'd be great. Prism, also got a Prism green, so pretty sharp green. This is a cool insert too, man. Dude, Panini is killing it with inserts right now. They're killing it with inserts. They have stepped up their game. I used to hate on Panini for their inserts, but man, these things are nice. Really, really nice. And of course, I got a Giannis My House purple. That purple looks really, really cool. I like the purples. Purples are sharp. Also, man, look at this. This is the T-Wave parallel from China. Straight out of China, man. Straight out of China. This is the Chinese exclusive wave parallel. I love this insert. This is the Fantasy Stars. Dude, anything that has like space and stuff in the background, like that Kobe EX 2001, I love inserts like that. Love, 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 love it. That's like the artistic part of me coming out. So Giannis SP Authentic, that one looks clean. Another SP Authentic, that one looks clean. These are now $400 as PSA 10s. $400 for that as a PSA 10. Well, speaking of something going crazy, these are now $600 to $700 as PSA 10s. These Lamar Jackson optics. Unbelievable. Just crazy what is going on with the market. $700 PSA 10s. So it's like, okay, if I get a 10 on one of these, like, it's worth it just to send it in and figure out what happens. I mean, the market is just going nuts right now. People cannot get enough. Like football, basketball, baseball. I guess hockey is the only thing that's kind of slowing down. Russell Wilson, Topps Prime rookie. I feel like Russell Wilson is primed to take off. I really do. Try to buy some. Most of his stuff's not gradable. Honestly, this is probably going to come back a 9, but I thought it was a cool card. Probably look pretty cool in a 9 holder. Kevin Durant. Oh, this next card's going to be nice after this. This is a second-year Topps Chrome. Again, trying to cash in on the LeBron hype. This is a cool card right here, guys. Really, really cool card. Peyton Manning, 1998 UD3 Future Shock rookie. This is the die cut numbered to 100. So growing up in the late 90s, especially through 1997, 1998, any parallel that you could get that was numbered to 100 or less was honestly like hidden treasure. I mean, this isn't a Star Ruby or a Precious Metal Gem, but I mean, Platinum Medallion, it's kind of in that same league. And for me to buy this card in today's market for the price that I paid for it, just mind-blowing to me, really. And honestly, it's outside of, a print dot error, which I think is right here. This card is basically flawless. So probably going to come back a 9, I would say. Also got a Bowman Chrome. This is not the preview. This is actually the real Bowman Chrome. I've graded some previews before, and they've come back 10s. This is the real deal. Surprisingly, you buy this card in 1998, no surface issues. No nothing. I mean, Topps had their shit together. Sorry for cursing, but they had it together back then, man. Like now, I have no idea how they're making their cards, but their cards today just suck compared to what they were back then. Like, surfaces are bad. I paid $40 for this base card for Luca. $40 for this card. Oh, I paid way too much. I got caught up in some hype. Oh, this is such a cool card. Points in the Paint, Court Kings. I love Court Kings. It's just so hard to find cards that are gradable. So whenever I find them that are gradable for any of the big names, I buy them. Kawhi FX. My gosh, guys. You gotta be kidding me. This is unbelievable how much this card has gone up. This base card has gone up so much. Again, I have the autograph number to 50 PSA 10. That card now, I think there's a Beckett 9.5 currently at auction for $2,000. I believe that these are, what, $800, $900 as PSA 10s. So I have one, I have two, I have a third one that didn't make the cut, but somebody was super nice. I don't want to show their full address or anything on here, but let's see if I can pull this up. So somebody was super nice, said sorry about the delay. Why? So adding a, I don't know, wife, something, I can't, so something with his wife. Adding an 1112 SP Authentic with this order. Thanks, Bill. Dude, Bill from Snow Hill. I don't even know what state this is. It doesn't have the state on it. So Bill from Snow Hill, dude, super thankful for you giving me this card. I mean, this card was not as valuable whenever you sent this off, but it's gone up a lot, and now I think PSA 10s are like $400. So for anybody who knows Bill from Snow Hill, this guy is a trooper. He was a little late on shipping, but he was willing to throw in a freebie, and very thankful to have this freebie. And this card is actually super clean, so thank you, Bill. So next up, have some 2012 Prisms, Klay Thompsons. All of them have a little bit of surface gunk on them, so they're going to come back 9s. But honestly, the 9s right now are pushing $300, which is way more than what I paid for these. I mean, I paid like right around $120 a piece for these, so we're talking massive gains just in the past couple of weeks, even with 9s. One of those orders also came with a Draymond Green and Tristan Thompson, and honestly, both of these do look pretty good. I expect out of all these to get at least one gem mint card. Even if everything came back at 9 and I got one gem mint, I'll be doing great. Oh, a card that I think is really underrated. There's Prism, and then there's really nothing else. Well, there is some select. Some people do have some select cards. This Panini Brilliance, I've talked about this set previously. I really like this set, and if you look at sales lately, sales are starting to show this set is really catching on. You know, this foil is very tough to grade. The card stock can damage, especially with the colors, but this one looks very clean, and PSA 10s are starting to jump. A Fleer Ultra Scoring King. So I bought this maybe in March, April. It came from overseas, and again, pandemic really slowed down shipping, so I'm just now getting it. Super cool card. I think I watched a YouTube video of somebody buying some second year LeBron, so that motivated me to go out and buy one of these, so got one of those. Also have the LeBron Masterpiece, and as you can see, very similar to what I described earlier, top to bottom centering, really bad, so I'm expecting this one to not come back a 10. Probably won't even come back a 9. That's not even 9 centering, really. If it comes back a 9, I'll be very happy. So this Tom Brady was a freebie that I got several months ago. Just with the way Prism is going, I'm going to send it in. So PSA 10's like around $40, PSA 9's like around 15. You know, I think it's probably going to come back to PSA 10. We'll see. And then also I got this. So I bought this as a combo lot. It was a Topps Pristine and then also this jersey. I didn't send off the jersey because honestly, the jersey probably isn't going to do that well. But honestly, I think it's probably going to come back a 9. And if it comes back a 9, it might actually be worth more than the grading. So I will send that one in. So, not done yet. These are all the things that I'm sending off to PSA. So I'm not finished though because there are more. I also got these 2 Zions. So these I'm not sure what I'm doing with because I need to take a look at these and see if these are the exact ones that I bought because I bought 2 from the same seller. They do not look like the same cards that I bought. So I want to take a look and see what these are because this one has the dreaded horizontal line going through it, which you may or may not be able to see. I think you can see glimpses of it. Didn't show that in the picture, so I want to make sure that that's the right card. I also have a couple here that I'm working on to try and clean up because they have surface gunk. So the guy that I bought all of these select trays from, I think every single one of these was cherry picked, which, you know, it's the nature of the beast. I paid $400 for about, 10 or 12 of these. I also have a second year finest LeBron that just has some surface gunk on it that needs wiped off. More tray. Got this Michael Jordan round ball royalty. It's a really, really cool card. Looks really clean. I just need to get the protector off. Trout. This Trout needs some work. Another Trout needs some work. And then these 2 Kobe's I just need to remove from the finest protector. Also have these 2 cards as well. So that was freebie a long time ago. So both of these are not going to make the cut, so I'm basically going to stash these away, and whenever I get enough to send off a bulk order, I will keep these. I can't send these off because they're definitely not going to come back 10s. They may not even come back 9s, to be honest. So I'm not going to send those off. I'm going to hang on to those. But I also have a reject pile. Before I go into the reject pile, I want to go into one card I don't have included in these stacks, mainly because it's still in its uncirculated case. And it is a big one, in my opinion, and I think that it's going to be gem mint. At least I hope that it is. So this is a card that I bought recently. Luca Doncic, Rookie Ascension, Rookie Ascent, autograph, number to 99, still uncirculated back from Panini. Whew, I like this card. This card's sharp, very sharp. You look at the corners here. Let's see if we can get rid of that's gunk on the case. Yeah, looks like it's on the case. It's not on the card. If it's dusty on the card, then it can potentially come off. I would have to open it, which I don't want to do. Yeah, we'll see. I can't honestly tell. I may open this, honestly, because some of that does look like it just needs to be wiped down on the card. Oh my gosh, this card is so beautiful. Sharp corners. On-card autograph. On-card autograph. And it's not the Lulu. This is the one we think is his autograph. So beautiful card, man. I think this is 36 of 99. Beautiful card. So got that. So that one's going. It's definitely going. Then I have the stack of rejects. So this reject stack is a little bit bigger than normal. So some of these were freebies. It's not just that I bought these. So these were freebies, but they're not gradable. But thank you for whoever it was that included those. Much appreciated. Again, some of these selects, these have just bad surface issues, so those are going to get sold. This card was described as mint, very clean, but the entire surface just has those swirly scratches on it. So at this point, I don't even know if I can buy any more Tatum Prisms because everything is just damaged. Let's see. So this Jason Tatum just has a lot of edge wear on the back, and I don't really want to send it off. It's going to not come back clean. I do not want to do this to one of my patties. I always send in patty. So this one's got to be gunky for it not to be sent in. And really, the way PSA is doing their standards, this has some bottom edge pulls here in the back and also has some white corners. It's not going to be a gem mint card. I mean, a 9 will do well, but I just don't want to wait on it. I'm just going to sell it and see if I can go buy another one. More of these trays. Again, as I was going through these, I was getting really, really sad because they're all just, I mean, look at these corners. See the corner there, see the corner there, corners just, and all these have surface issues. It's not just the corners, it's the surface. So these were definitely cherry picked, unfortunately. Great Expectations Zion. So this one just has a little bit of corner issues. This Zion has a surface defect. So right here, you all can kind of see that. It's actually like jagged into the card. So it's not just that it's shining wrong, it's also wrong, like messed up. So you all can see, I bought this card as a lot with the other one that I had, and that just shows how normally off-center these cards are. So I paid the price for 2 just to get the one that I wanted. So this one has some surface issues. This Russell Wilson has surface issues. These Russell Wilsons all have surface. There's not a gradable Prism Russell Wilson that I was able to get. People are definitely sticking on to those, unfortunately. Louis Robert. Then this is one of my Kawhis. This is one of the few Kawhis I can't grade, but it's just not gradable. I can't remember exactly what it was, but something about this just is not making it gradable. This is a thick Jason Tatum card that came with one of my lots, and it has some edge wear on it, so it's numbered to 50, but not gradable. Then also, this makes me really, really sad. I bought 3 of these Phoenix rookies, and every single one of them just has surface issues. A lot of surface scratches. So, it makes me sad because Phoenix is rare, and this is such a low pop card that it makes me sad to sell these without sending them off to get graded, but I mean, the surface issues are very significant. Now, to the point where they may not even get 9s, and I don't want to pay $20 a card to have those like that. So all these I'm going to sell. I'm going to send these guys off, and that will be that. So thank you guys for checking out the video. Again, sorry for all the delays in terms of getting videos and content out. I hope that you all enjoyed this. I hope that everybody's been making a lot of progress in the hobby with their collections, or if you're flipping, I hope that you're flipping a lot. Drop some comments down below. Let me know what you've been doing over the past couple of months as this market has just exploded. Any type of strategies that you have. But otherwise, I have more content planned that's already in the queue, so I'll check you guys out on the next one. See ya.